Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel today. My name is Christian and today we're here to talk about the new record from Birds of Tokyo. It is titled Brace and I've been so excited for this record. I'm a massive fan of Birds of Tokyo. You would have seen me wearing their shirt all throughout my reviews ever since I've been doing YouTube. And I loved their last EP, Anchor. It was a release that not a lot of people loved. It saw them go away from their rock roots and really start to do some electronic stuff. And so then they went to the studio and they were teasing that this was meant to be their heaviest record ever. And I thought, well, you've done universes, how are you going to make it heavier than that for the genre that you're in? And if they meant thematically it's their heaviest record, then I believe them. But sonically, this is absolutely not their heaviest record to date. It's not really that heavy. There are some heavy elements in there, but for the most part it is a pop record with some really cool synth elements in there. It's very much rock music and I really like this record. This is a very brooding record with a lot of darker themes in here and one that I really enjoyed for the most part. There are a lot of really great songs throughout this entire record and let's get into it. Harlequins opens up the record really well. It opens up with this really monstrous riff and then Ian Kenny's vocals come in and they're engaging and they're interesting and they're different and that's just such a great way to open up this record. It really sets the tone for what this record is going to be. You can really tell what the journey of this record is going to be from this song. And as I said, it's very brooding and it's music that really surrounds you. Brace was the first single released from this record and it's a song that has grown on me. It's been one of the songs that's grown on me the most over the past year. The verses are absolutely brilliant. I think Kenny's vocals are great throughout those entire verses. And then the chorus, while I've heard a lot of people say it doesn't elevate the song enough, I think it elevates the song great and I really love that chorus. One thing I will say about the song is that the bridge/breakdown in this song does drag for a little too long. They could have shortened it up and made it a bit more punchy and a bit more precise, but that's really the only negative I have with this track. Synths play a major role throughout this entire record. In fact, the guitar throughout this record is really used to back up the synth rather than the other way around, which you see on a lot of records. The elements that the synth sections add to these songs are both subtly and unsubtly used to really elevate the tracks. They're not just there just to be there. They really do things to help to elevate every section that they're in and they really become a focal point of this record. Empire was the second single released from this album and it is absolutely one of the highlights. It's a hugely anthemic song which really is a combination of their anthemic past and the new Cynthia-driven elements of their newer sound, and it really combines those two elements really well. Kenny's vocals once again lead you through this song and really help drive it along, and his melodies are so off-kilter but still so catchy, and they are a real highlight on this song and really help to make this song what it is. Gods is one of the best songs on the record. It has this massive chorus that really is a great contrast to the verse and really helps to make this song absolutely huge. I love how Kenny has such odd melodies that you never know what he's going to sing next, but at the same time they are so catchy and so memorable that you'd think you'd know what he's going to do, but he always surprises you with these odd melodies. Sonically, this song really builds up to the chorus really well and allows the payoff of the chorus to be as big as it possibly can be. Discolored is next up on the record and features Hayley Mary of the Jezebels and is one of the more interesting and introspective songs on the record. Instrumentally, there's lots of experimentation going on this track. There's lots of subtle elements here and there that just are surrounding this track and really helping it evolve that work for the most part. Hayley's addition is also more than just a cameo. She sings about half this track and she really does add a lot to this song. Bird's experiment into this new sound is something that has really worked for this record, and I know not a lot of people are going to agree with me on that, but for me, I think it really works, and it sounds like a natural progression from the Anchor EP. The synth player in this band has really stepped up and taken on the role of driving a lot of these tracks, and he's really evolved into a much more vast sound than he has in the past. Pilot is a song that's a bit more low-key, but it's a song that really just builds throughout its duration. Kenny is really the center of this track, and he really is the key element that drives this song along. While this song is one of the weaker tracks on the record, it is by no means a bad track at all. Crown is my favorite song on the record. It is such a great song, and it really starts as soon as those big pounding drums come in the intro. This song is a prime example of Bird's backing vocals. Ian Kenny has a real ear for harmony and for melody, and this is a track that really shows that off. When Kenny sings, "I don't see the fucking joke," ah man, that bit is just so catchy and just hits you straight away. It's one of the best moments on the record and I fucking love it. Absolutely, it's my favorite on the record, and for other people I can't see it not being one of their favorites on the record, and it is just such a great track that, to be honest, I can't imagine Birds not playing in their set for the rest of their career. Ian Kenny sings absolutely impeccably throughout this entire record. He's one of the best vocalists on the planet, and on this record he proves why that is. His melodies are unique and interesting while still being catchy, and his lyrics are just very relevant and moving. Above Below is one of the more driving songs on this record, and a lot of that is due to the drumming on this song. It's where the drums really come more to the forefront, less in the background, and really help to drive this song along. As well as that, the influence that Muse have had on this band ever since Birds supported Muse a couple of years ago is really evident on this record. The song structures, while still being unique to Birds, really show off the influence of Muse, and so does the amount of synth throughout this record. Catastrophe finally shows off what Birds guitarist can really do. He isn't really featured throughout this record much, he's really more used as a backing to the synth, but on this song he really shows why he's important to the band. The riff on this song is one of the best moments on the record, and he's just instantly, it grabs you, pulls you in, and makes you much more invested in the track. And finally, Mercy Arms finishes off this record in a really great way. This song truly feels like a finale, and it really is a groove-driven track which ebbs and flows over the 7 minutes and is a really great building finale to this record. It's just a great song that is a great way to close out what is, as I said, great record. Overall, this is a really, really good record from Birds of Tokyo. They've experimented with their sound, they've taken a risk, and for me, it's paid off through these songs. There isn't a song that I dislike on this record. While there are some that maybe don't hit me the same as others, there isn't a song that I can't find enjoyment in throughout this record. As well as that, the record feels like a record. It doesn't feel like a collection of songs. It's a record that really you should be listening to from start to finish. It really is a journey record, and one that I can't see people not enjoying. With saying that, I can see a lot of older Birds fans saying they don't like this new sound, but if they truly just embrace it and realize they're not going back to that sound they had on Universes, then I can see them finding that these songs are actually very well written songs that are still uniquely Birds. My top 3 tracks are going to be Crown, Empire, and Gods, and I'm going to give this album a 4 out of 5, a really good record that you should be checking out this week. Anyway, what did you guys think about the record? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section. Did you like the record? Did you not like the record? Let's have a conversation about it down below. We're here to talk about music, so let's do that. But if you're just going to fill up the comment section with hate and insults, just know that I'm going to look at your comments and laugh at how pathetic your life is. Anyway, thanks for watching my videos today. Please hit subscribe down below, and I'll see you next time. Fresh Currents.